So Sonic the Hedgehog CD, or Sonic CD, for everyone in the audience. It's a Sega CD game released within the early 90s that everyone and their grandma knows about. You'd be pressed to find anyone who doesn't know about this game nowadays. Thank you 2011, the year before we all died. This game boasts lots for a CD-based title, copyrighted sound technology, a mini cartoon that's the size of a pamphlet, and 50 whole levels that aren't even in the game. There's a lot and little to say about this title, so let's make like Sonic with time travel here and speed on forward with this episode of mini episodes. Let's begin! Let's begin with the story here, since Sonic games are naturally known for their story. This beautifully animated and likely expensive intro animation shows Sonic the Hedgehog running on over to Neverlake, mainly to see Little Planet, a mythical planet that shows up once a month every year. The planet is said to have magical jewels that will allow you to go through time and space in an instant, the perfect kind of MacGuffin for an evil scientist like Dr. Eggman. Knowing this oh-so-obvious detail, Sonic heads on over to the Eggman-chained planet, intending on stopping the evil scientist once again. Joining alongside the new MacGuffins, we have Amy Rose, a character new to this title who falls head over heels for the titular blue hero, due to her tarot cards foretelling the future. She falls so head over heels, she eventually ends up getting kidnapped by Metal Sonic, the other new character that starred in this title. You know what's also foretelling in this intro? The gameplay! Literally! To the point where it shows a cut zone from the game. The gameplay of Sonic CD is your typical classic fare, speeding through traps, heading towards slopes, and all sorts of weird terrain at every turn. The level design for the stages not only feature this, but many new pathways you can explore, sort of like a giant maze for the Blue Rat. Oh, I'm sorry, bad comparison.
Seriously? A hamster ball? What is wrong with you people?
And that's not even the last edition for this title, because as the story suggests, we have not one, but two nuisances for the gameplay. Time travel! Yes, that's right, we can go through 4 different periods of time with this. The good future, the bad future, the past, and the present. You can travel through any period of time with just enough speed. Be sure not to lose that speed though, or you'll lose your chance at time traveling at the same time. Sucks to suck. The past is empty and hollow because barely anything has happened yet and nobody is supposed to be here. The good future is a utopia, filled with lights bright enough to give you a seizure and hazards where they shouldn't be. The bad future is a paradise in Eggman's vision, basically being the good future but colored like feces. Or is it the other way around for these futures? No matter, with your supersonic speed, you can travel through time like it's nobody's business and stop Dr. Eggman from his master plan of taking over Little Planet. The bosses here are all sorts of wacky for the Sonic series. We got exploitable bouncers, waiting conveyors, and the most genius underwater boss you'll ever see in a video game. Accompanying these bosses are some sick tunes recorded in some awesomely copyrighted— wait, no, I think somebody already took that. Whether you're stuck in a water temple in Japan or a mining facility in America, you're bound to jam out to some music, rolling out like the Blue Blur himself. Yes, that pun has been used 20 times. And now for the third twist of this game. There's a third and final nuisance I've previously mentioned called Metal Sonic. He's not only here to taunt you in the past, but race you in the future. This was his only, yet biggest appearance in the series until later Sonic games came around. But you gotta admit, it's a pretty good first impression for a character who disappears off the face of the earth after this. His theme is also an absolute joy to listen to as well, original or not. After saving the day once again, Sonic saves Amy and Little Planet as a whole, thrashing Eggman's plans for another day. He runs off into the world to who knows where. Maybe a chili dog stand? I wouldn't know. But I know one thing for sure, Sonic CD is a pretty alright game that's likely gonna give you a pretty alright time. I'm Nova, and this has been the first mini episode. See you next time.